Terrence here from Terre.com, and today we're going to talk about an exercise called the conventional double kettlebell swing. For this exercise, what you're going to need are 2 kettlebells and a little bit of space. If you don't have kettlebells, you can probably make way with dumbbells, but it's going to be a lot more challenging. I would highly recommend kettlebells. I would also recommend that you master just a traditional kettlebell swing, as we're going to build on that with 2 kettlebells and with a narrower stance. So we're going to take the kettlebells down by our side. Feet are underneath our hips here. And then what I want to do is I'm going to just perform a regular kettlebell swing, but with the kettlebells on my side, I'm going to try to throw them behind me and then bring my hips forward to throw those kettlebells as high as I can. So it's effectively a very explosive hip hinge, and the dumbbells coming backwards help throw my butt backwards as I'm using my posterior chain to whip those kettlebells up. I grabbed some pretty light ones here for me, but I want you to really be able to see how I can actually use my power and explosiveness to come forward in that conventional base stance. Reason conventional, that's mimic our conventional deadlift, where most kettlebell swings are going to have a wider sumo base as we go do this. So this can be great for improving your hip extension, and also, like I said, mentioned, improving your hip hinge mechanics. As we bring those kettlebells back, it's going to shift us into our hips, and I'm going to have to use my hips and my glutes here to bring the kettlebells forward. So I like this exercise for a couple different things. One, we can use it for speed and power. So we can perform this incredibly explosively, as I showed, for 5, 6, 8 reps, trying to be as explosive as possible, helping us generate more power output for our athletics. We can also use it as a conditioning exercise, just like with regular kettlebell swings. We can use that, as you can tell, to get your heart rate up and do a good amount of workload in a short period amount of time with any other conditioning-based means you might have. In which case, there I usually like doing these for either reps, like 10 to 15 reps, maybe 20 on the absolute high end, and then doing it for time as well, for anywhere from 10, 20 seconds. I really don't like to go into that 30-second range. I feel like it's a lot of output. You could do some other things at that time. I think 10 to 20 seconds of getting high quality effort here is going to be enough. And then you can certainly use it as an accessory exercise if you really wanted to. If you wanted to try to blow your glutes and your hamstrings up, grab some heavy weights, swing them for hard sets of 10 to 20, really using it almost like a Dimmel deadlift based variation, again, to work on that stretch shortening cycle from the glutes and the hamstrings. So lots of different ways you can use this exercise. Definitely an undervalued and usually not a popular kettlebell swing variation, but does a lot of the great things that our normal kettlebell swing does, just with a mix in terms of our stance. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.